the White House posted proof that Ilhan Omar married her brother. Tom Homan said the federal government is now investigating. She must be deported. She committed immigration fraud. Their story proves beyond a reasonable doubt that Omar married her brother for some fraudulent purpose. Free Beacon. Damn. And whoa. Wait, which one is the chick? I haven't seen that's a crazy picture right there. Which one is the female or the male? I don't even know. Yikes. So again, those that preach the loudest have the most to hide. We know this. This is something we've, been around the block on this one 1,000 times, that when you have a leftist that is projecting this hard, they must be trying to hide something. They must be trying to cover something up. And this happens, that's really what you have to look for, is when you see a leftist that's just projecting as hard as some of these Dems are. That's what you look at it, you go, what are you actually covering up? What are you actually covering up? Now look at here. Here's a flashback to when Ilhan Omar begged the judge to show compassion for 9 Somalians convicted of trying to join ISIS. Well, isn't that interesting?
Election night was just 2 days ago, but it seems Minnesota Representative-elect Ilhan Omar may have already made her first move as an elected official. In a letter signed November 8th, Omar asks a U.S. district judge for compassion when sentencing 9 Minnesota Somali American men convicted of trying to join the terrorist group ISIS. She says the best deterrent to fanaticism is a system of compassion. We must alter our attitude and approach if we truly want to affect change. We should refocus our efforts on inclusion and rehabilitation. But she's not the only one. 13 letters, including one from the dean of students at Minneapolis Public Schools, were also sent to the judge asking for leniency. Osman Sheikh Yusuf says, I truly am honored to call Abdi Rahman my friend, and I hope that good things happen to this wonderful young man who totally deserves a second chance in life. But those letters and defense attorneys' request for a lighter sentence might not be enough to convince a judge. U.S. Attorney Andy Lugar has filed a response arguing against any lightened sentence. As to the defense claims, some of the men were immature and were therefore impulsive. He says there was nothing impulsive about the defendant's decision to continue to try and reach Syria, despite the FBI's numerous attempts to stop them.
This is actively working against the United States of America. This is a cut and dry case. Ilhan Omar hates America and is actively working against America and is here on a fraudulent visa. This is a cut and dry case. There's nothing to debate here. There's nothing to discuss. Get her out. This will piss off so many people if this criminal remains here, which, forgive me for not being optimistic that they're going to get rid of her, but I don't think that they're going to get rid of her. Sad but true. I just don't see it happening. But I don't understand how someone can remain here with everything we know. Now, the White House is making official statements that she married her own brother. She's actively working against the better interest of the United States of America. She hates America. She's proven that time and time and time again. And she's not the only one, by the way. We'll see how it goes. But I'm not very optimistic that something is going to change.